Hello, beautiful people, and welcome back to Not Your Average Glow Up. This is a safe place where we talk all things mental health, spirituality, and quite a bit of tarot. Today is a tarot pick a card that I'm so incredibly excited about. You saw the thumbnail, so you already know this video is going to be about your energetic signature. Samantha, what does that mean? Well, let me tell you. First of all, I strongly advise that you watch the intro so you get an understanding of what this reading is, because I made this shit up, okay? Not your energetic signature, of course, but like this reading. I made my own little tarot spread because I've been contemplating heavily here recently, like about how I see myself, my true self, my most authentic self, and then how others perceive me, and where those things overlap, and how so they sometimes get misconstrued. Maybe it's because of the tisms, I don't know. But like I've always been a little bit curious about like how other people see me, and like and you know, like how that like coincides with who I truly am, and sometimes how they misinterpret who I am. But that being said, I was thinking about that, and I was thinking about like who I am as a big picture, because it's all about perceptions, and certain people perceive you through their own lens and their own perception, right? And this tarot spread came to me, and it's in the shape of a star. And so what I'm going to do today is I'm going to look at your energetic signature, but there is going to be a trigger warning. I already pre-pulled cards so that way everybody get their own unique, beautiful reading, and there wasn't like a bunch of repeat messages. But so I already know that every single pile is beautiful. Like, oh my God, I feel so incredibly blessed to have you on my channel and in my community. I just want to say that right off the rip. Every single person here is beautiful, wonderful, healing, lovely energy. But we're gonna be looking at the perspective of multiple people in your life. So I came up with my own little tarot spread, as you can see here, okay? And I got myself a little cheat sheet, and I'm gonna be utilizing it so I don't get mixed up. A lot of planning and thought went into this. So what we're going to be looking at is, in the center of the spread is how God sees you, because that's essentially what your energetic signature is how you're seen, okay? So the middle of the spread is going to be how God sees you. At the top of the spread is going to be how you see yourself. Then to the right, upper side, it's going to be how your friends and family see you. Then the right bottom corner, it's going to be how you're seen on like social media, or by like the generalized public, like people who don't know you personally but know about you, how you're seen in that light. And then on the other side of that, to the left bottom side is going to be how your enemies see you. So that's why there's a trigger warning there. How your enemies see you. And then I want you to specifically think of a person. This doesn't have to be romantic interest. This could be like your mother or your best friend, or if there's a person you're curious about, like how they see you. Then I also have the top left point of the star is how they see you. So here's my little cheat sheet if you'd like to do this for yourself. You got God in the middle, you got myself, friends and family, the generalized public, enemies, and then the specific person on your mind. So that's the spread I came up with. I hope you guys like it as much as I do. I already pre-pulled cards, and I'm already so fucking in love with every single one of you. So now that I got the intro out the way and you guys understand exactly what I'm going to be doing and how I'm going to be getting this energetic signature of yours, we're going to go into our pile selection. But first I want to say that I am now offering private readings. The information and links to that will be in the Dropbox. You can also, if you enjoyed today's reading, you can also tip to my channel. All tips go to buying crystals and decks and giveaways and things of that nature. It all goes back into this community and into this channel. I also want to announce that I have been deeply studying the gene keys, and I am soon going to be opening up some more services where I'm going to add this specific reading that I came up with, your energetic signature, to my list of types of personal reads that I do. So if you would like your own personalized energetic signature reading, it's gonna be $100, okay? And it's gonna be very detailed, okay? We're gonna use every freaking minute of that hour-long time slot. I'm also now offering a Gene Keys reading. Now, that will be $200 because that's gonna be a couple a day deep dive into your Gene Keys, and it's gonna be highly, highly detailed. So if you'd be interested in that, the link to my Instagram, where you can private message me, the link to my my tarot business page on Facebook, and the link to my Venmo is linked below, okay? So that being said, let's jump into our pile selection. Pile number 1 is going to be this beautiful grounding serpentine egg. It kind of looks like a dragon's egg. I love this stone. So this is pile number 1, the serpentine egg, okay? Pile number 2 is this beautiful piece of blue kyanites. This is pile number 2. Okay. Pile number 3 is this stunning Labradorite. This is my favorite stone. As you can see, I wear a Labradorite bracelet almost every day. So I love Labradorite. But this is Labradorite. This is going to be pile number 3, the Labradorite stone. And finally, but certainly not least, pile number 4 is going to be this gorgeous black tourmaline with mica inclusions. I love this stone. So this is actually one of the first large crystals that I bought for myself. So this beautiful black tourmaline with mica inclusions is pile number 4. Now go ahead and take a moment to ground and meditate. Grab yourself a nice little snacky snack, 'cause this is going to be an in-depth, beautiful reading. I'm drinking some herbal tea. I am a tea drinker. I love tea. This is a ginger and mango tea. It's quite delicious. So yeah, I will see you at your pile. Thank you for watching. And I love her mom, but it's the season of the sticks. And I saw your mom, but she forgot that I exist. And I have my fault, I just had to play the victim. I drink alcohol till my friends come home for Christmas. And I dream each night of some version of you that I might not have, but I did not lose. And painting in your pair of shoes, and but that I'll have to do. All right, pile number 1. If you chose this gorgeous serpentine egg, then this is your reading. You guys have no idea how excited I am about this reading and this spread. Oh, I'm so proud of myself for this one. Okay, first things first, with the serpentine egg, if you found yourself drawn to this stone, this is going to be kind of an energy check to make sure that this is in fact your reading. So the serpentine egg's uses is for like balancing your emotions and your mind. This is a very grounding and healing stone. You might be an earth sign, but that doesn't have to resonate. But if you've been feeling a little turbulent and a little out of balance here recently, and you've been and you found yourself like feeling like you need a little bit of relaxation, meditation, grounding, I would also advise you to go outside, get barefoot, get your little tootsies in the dirt, in the grass, meditate, do some breathing exercises. But yes, I love the serpentine egg. This is a beautiful stone. So that being said, pile number 1, let's jump into your reading. So first things first, at the center of your spread, you have how God sees you. So this is your true energetic signature. This is outside of your perception or anybody else's perception. This is who God created, who your higher self is, who you are at your core. This is your divine truth, right at the center of the spread. You got the lion, higher calling. You got the grizzly bear, power, okay? And you got the goose, inner knowing. And when I tell you, I got chills pulling this energy, like, your energy is exquisite. First thing that comes out to me is God's got a big, beautiful plan for you. It's no mistake that you're here. It's not coincidence. It's not happenstance. God has plans for you. With the Lion Higher Calling card, it says, you have within you all the courage you need. Let go of the past and reclaim your majesty. You will find success and contentment with those by your side. Make noble choices for your life and your tribe. So you're somebody who's meant to work tandemly with other people. Your purpose might be to collaborate with others in some way in order to complete your spiritual purpose in this lifetime. You're also somebody who's gonna have to be bold. I see you as somebody who God wants in leadership in some way. You're gonna be highly successful. You're meant for success, but you're also going to need to be brave. You might be somebody who God intends for you to be in the public eye because this card speaks of leadership and then also needing a lot of courage. Now I'm seeing that scene in The Lion King where Mufasa is showing Simba, Pride Rock, and he's talking about like everything the light touches is yours. There's also a verse in the Bible, and the actual verse is like, it's left me. I can't even remember what it is. Is it in Revelation? What is it? Deuteronomy? But it talks about, oh my God, I'm gonna have to look it up and then I'll link it with your pile. I need to write this down. I'm not a good Christian, but this verse, there's a Bible verse. It talks about ruling over many kingdoms. I don't know why that's popping to me. Bible verse about kingdoms. It talks about like traveling in different countries and kingdoms and ruling. I don't know why that Bible verse is coming to me and I can't even think of it clearly. But anyways, okay. So I see you in leadership. I see you being a spiritual head of a family as well. Then you've got the grizzly bear, power. I am indestructible. I honor my intuition and I go where it leads. Love and gentleness are my real strength. I love that. I never give up. I will succeed. Okay, baby. Like right off the rip, you're a fighter. You've probably been through some things, okay? It was probably incredibly difficult to get to your purpose and your enlightenment and like feeling aligned with spirit and your higher calling. And we're gonna get into how you see yourself in a moment. But I see you as a survivor and a fighter, okay? With the lion and the bear. Bears can also be like very solitary creatures. They go into hibernation. So you might have had seasons of your life where it almost felt like you were sleeping. Like a bear is a powerful, strong creature, but there might be moments where you kind of have to go hermit. I'm seeing a ladybug, so that might be a sign for you. But there might be moments in your life where you have to like go into like a hermit-like state to recharge your batteries. You might be somebody who identifies a little bit more of an introvert or an ambivert, where it's like in order to regain your strength and to regroup and to reflect, you need moments away from others. But you're a highly intuitive person. You have a deep connection with God. It's beautiful. You're also a big teddy bear, and God made you to have this big, loving, gorgeous, snuggly heart. I was literally thinking of a teddy bear when I pulled this card, and how it's like a cliche, like kids going to bed with their like teddy bear and feeling like safe and secure with their teddy, and some of them like can't go to sleep without it, you know? I feel like your presence, your energy feels very nurturing and warm and loving, and God made you that way as a almost like a safety blanket and security for others. But yeah, you're definitely a warrior. That I am indestructible. I feel like you've been to the school of hard knocks quite a few times, but you keep on getting up and keep on ticking. Yeah. And I think one of the most beautiful things about you and your energetic signature is that it's like, despite all the hardship and things that like the world and society and like karmic energy and tests that would have hardened other people's hearts, you've remained gentle and kind and loving and nurturing through it. And that's really a testament of your strength, because a lot of people would have hardened their heart with some of the things that you've been through. But you have this beautiful, loving, warm, soft energy about you, despite all that you've been through. And with the goose inner knowing, it says you are a brave traveler. Once again, brave came up. You have courage in the lion card. You have strength and bravery and power in the bear card. And now you have brave again in the goose card. So bravery is a huge theme of who you are. You're an incredibly brave person. You are a brave traveler. Your soul knows the way. Be confident and you will achieve your destination. Loyal friends are always with you. Don't worry, you are blessed. Let yourself fly. I see you as somebody whom you might resonate with the message of your entire life being in search of home. You might have always felt like you were in search of home. Like even if you grew up in a loving and warm environment, you might have never felt at home there. And I feel like your entire life you might have felt misunderstood, or like the black sheep, or like you were always searching for like your people and your clan, and you might have actually felt alone a lot in your life. But what Spirit is getting across is that you are never alone, and that you're just of such a high vibration that you almost have to be kind of exclusive with your energy, because people drain you. And that's why when I was talking about the bear card, that you might be somebody who needs those moments of quiet and solitude to recharge, because I'm getting like very, very much so like empathic starseed like energy from this pile. Your energy is like a rock, like a very grounding, like stabilizing force for others. So people might lean on you a lot. So Spirit has called you in this lifetime to be kind of exclusive with your energy, but they do have your your spiritual family for you in this lifetime. You're gonna find your people if you have not already. And if you do, you probably are more quality over quantity as far as your friends go. You probably have one core group, like small core group of friends that feel more like family. And I believe you're actually, if you're resonating thus far with pile number 1, your soul's purpose, the reason you're here, the reason you've incarnated in this lifetime, is actually supposed to be completed with these friends that feel like family, the soul family. You have a conjoined purpose. So you might be working in tandem with someone else in order to complete your soul's mission in this lifetime. It could be that you resonate with like the twin flame journey and you have to team up with your twin on like a business project or something of that nature. Could be that you go into a business partnership with your friends. But your soul's purpose in this lifetime is a conjoined purpose with other people. You have a bigger purpose, larger than yourself. And I think at a core level, you know that, you resonate with that. Okay, so that is how God sees you. Let's jump into how you see yourself. And that's right here at the top of the pile. I got the Death card for how you see yourself. The Death card is all about transformation, rebirth, renewal, ego death, constant growth, constant cycles. You see yourself as somebody who's constantly dying to oneself. Like you're constantly transforming, constantly like, what's the word? It's all, this energy is all about like what not your average glow up is. My channel isn't about like a makeover. It's about a soul's growth. So if you resonate with this pile, then you very much so are part of my collective. You see yourself as somebody who's constantly had to rebuild themselves, constantly had to come back, constantly had to evaluate. You're not somebody who is afraid of looking themselves in the mirror. You might have been at one point in your life. That was, I resonate deeply with this pile. So you might have at one point been afraid to look in the mirror, afraid to evaluate and see your true self. But now it's almost like you don't run from shadow work anymore. You're constantly reevaluating yourself. You're constantly dying to your ego and rebuilding yourself. You might also see yourself as somebody who's been through like a lot of clicks or a lot of like aesthetics and fashion choices, and like reestablished yourself a lot. You might have shifted career paths a lot. You might have I see this as somebody who's constantly like shedding their skin. You know, like how a caterpillar goes from like caterpillar to the chrysalis, the ooey gooey stage, and then the butterfly. I feel like in this lifetime alone, you've like reinvented yourself like hundreds of times. Like you're constantly reinventing yourself. And that's how you see yourself, as like constantly like learning. And it's like you, baby, even if you've never traveled the world, I see you, and I see you as seeing yourself as a traveler of the mind. You're constantly learning, constantly evolving. Every experience that you have in your life is teaching you a new lesson. And you're constantly like just like you take your experiences and what you've learned and what's happened to you, and you really marinate with them and let them evolve and change you, but not in a yucky, like hardening way, but in this beautifully, divinely loving, soft, nurturing, like healing way. It's stunning. Okay, so let's move on to how your friends and your family see you. So how your friends and family see you is indicated here by the Four of Cups. And the first thing that came to me, I'm not gonna lie, is a little negative, so trigger warning, I'm sorry, but this is how other people perceive you, okay? Is that you might be somebody who ignores blessings or doesn't see everything in front of you. They do see a lot of positive things in you too. So, but I just wanted to start with this because this is the first thing that came to my mind. You see how this boy is in deep contemplation and meditation, but he's kind of focused here on these three cups on the ground, and it's like there's this little cup with wings like right in front of his face, but he's not looking at it. Some of your friends and family might see you as a little bit like, I don't want to say pessimistic, but like you don't recognize all that you have in front of you. Like maybe they see that God has blessed you with something and you're blind to it, that you can't see clearly. But this card also talks about meditation and going within. So they see you as somebody who self-reflects a lot, and you see yourself that way with the Death card. They see somebody who goes within a lot, who goes hermit, who looks within and follows their intuition, and somebody who doesn't look for outside validation for their path. Like you're not going to turn to your friends and family. You might in like small things, but when it comes to like the big life choices, it's like you seek your inner truth first. And they love that about you. They think that's beautiful about you, but they also think in doing so, sometimes you are blind to some of the blessings that Spirit has for you. They could also see that you're discontent with where you are currently in life. They could see that you're wanting more, that you're wanting new, fresh, beautiful energy for yourself. But right now you might be feeling a little stuck or stagnant, and you're going within and trying to find those answers within. Like they might see you currently as somebody who is going within to try to figure out their next steps in life. But I think as a whole, they see you as somebody who's pretty grounded, somebody who is deeply spiritual, who has a strong faith, somebody who believes in themselves, somebody who trusts in Spirit, but somebody who might at times just be a little blind to things or get a little too much in their head. Okay, so then we're going to move on to how strangers or the general public, or if you're active on social media, how you're perceived in social media. So these are people who don't know you personally, but they see your public persona. So we're going to jump into that. You are the star, baby boo. You are deeply loved. You might be somebody, because I did say that your purpose could be like in the public eye. You may be a leader of some sort. So you might be somebody who has a strong social media following. You might be, and that doesn't have to be for everybody, but if you do have a social media, whether you have millions and millions of followers or subscribers, or you have a small following, the people who do follow you see you in a very high light. They see you as like the star of the show. They see your potential. They see you as somebody who's meant to be in the limelight. I got the hiccups. Holy crap. So you might use your voice a lot. You might be in public speaking. You could also be a healer, because the star card is also about healing. So your social media following and people in the public life, you don't have social media, sees you as somebody that people come to for healing, for guidance. Somebody that people, like, I'm thinking of like the North Star. So like they see you as leadership. You might be, the Alpha, Sigma, Omega type. You might be a Sigma, which is somebody who, because you have kind of this like introverted or ambiverted energy about you, but I'm seeing leadership all over this. So you might resonate with a Sigma personality type, which means that like you're not the most comfortable in leadership, but it's your purpose. It's like people see you as a leader, whether you're trying to be a leader or not. People kind of look to you for guidance, like a North Star. Like back in the day when you were looking at a map, you mapped the stars. people look to you in times of darkness. You are the light in darkness for other people. You have a very healing aura about you. You might be somebody who shares on their social media about all that they've been through, because it does seem like you've had a pretty hard life and you've gotten up and you've endured through a lot. And if you don't share that on social media, you're being encouraged to do so. I feel like that's part of your soul's plan in this lifetime, in this incarnation. This woman in this card is bare-chested, which shows that even your public persona is very vulnerable and very open, and very loving, very warm. You have a very warm, nurturing, homey sort of presence to you. Okay, so let's jump into how your enemies see you. This is a trigger warning, but this isn't so bad. Like, this isn't so bad. This is almost like why your enemies are jealous of you. Okay, so your enemies in this lifetime sees you as the King of Cups. That's not bad energy. So the King of Cups, this is generosity, this is balance, this is strength, this is also restriction, okay? So even your enemies see you as a very warm and loving and generous person. They might be your enemies because they might come to you, they might be users, they might come to you because of your generous nature, because of this warm, loving energy. They might see your light and want to take it. These might be energy vampires. Your enemies might be energy vampires. You might have encountered a lot of fake friends or even family members that just used you a lot in your life. Your enemies actually see you in a really high light. I think the only thing that your enemies would say negative about you is that you might not always show your hand. The King of Cups is a very loving person, but the Queen of Cups kind of wears her heart on her sleeves, as to where the King of Cups, they're a very warm and loving person, and they have a lot of love to give. There's the Queen of Cups divine counterpart, but you kind of have to earn their love. They kind of have to they're very generous and very giving person. You might do a lot of charity work, or give a lot of handouts and stuff like that, and people might come to you constantly for favors, for asking you for money or trying to gain something from you. So you might have had to learn to be a little bit more restrictive with your energy, show a little bit of restraint. I just got Diary of a Wallflower. Okay, so you, once again, that kind of like introverted energy. I just seen somebody at like a big charity event, but kind of like standing off to the side, a little bit introverted, but like being bombarded with energy and people constantly coming to you, like wanting from you, asking of you favors. And this could be like people with good intentions or people with not so great intentions. But yeah, even your enemies see you in a very high light. Okay. So finally, think of a specific person. This could be a lover, this could be a friend, this could be your mom. If you have a specific person and you want to know how they perceive you as the Eight of Pentacles. Somebody who is constantly building, somebody who is working diligently to improve themselves, somebody with goals. Like you, and it's not just like, you might be somebody who is currently already highly successful. You could be like famous. You could be very well known, but you're somebody who doesn't stop there. Like you have goals for yourself and you work diligently for them. This person sees you as somebody who's very concentrated on your goals right now. They see you as somebody, if this is a love interest, they might see you as currently emotionally unavailable, but they don't take it to heart. They don't see it as like you're guarded or you're cold. It's like they see you how everybody else sees you. They just see that you're on the grind right now. They see that you're in hustler energy, that you're focused on your job, your career, or whatever it is you're trying to build at this moment. You could be like currently writing a book or something, and they know that. That's how they're perceiving you in this moment, as a very, very hard worker. Yeah, somebody that's going to put the work in. They also see you as somebody who's very, very creative. They might even perceive you as almost like an artist. Oh, I just got chills when I said that. Oh, that's sweet. Okay. But yeah, they see you as somebody who's very focused, who's building, who's going somewhere. So they see you also in a very high light. They see you as somebody who's not going to give up on themselves, who is not going to give up on their dreams, who is willing to put the work in. So if this is a love interest, they see you with potential future energy because they see you as somebody whom, in a relationship standpoint, is willing to put the work in, who isn't just gonna like jump into something willy-nilly and then be like, oh, it fizzled out. Like, they see you as a very committed person. But they also see you kind of in this youthful sort of energy because this is a young boy. So they see you as somebody who is still growing, still evolving, still learning, still kind of in their personal process. And if you see yourself as the Death card, somebody who's constantly rebuilding, you might find yourself in this energy a lot. So this might be a repeat cycle. You might finish what you're currently working on, become emotionally available, be able to enter into a relationship, and then in a year or two, you're on to the next thing. Like, you're somebody who's constantly building, somebody who's constantly working on themselves. I love you. I adore you. I resonate so deeply with this pile. So if this pile resonated with you, we should be friends. Like, we have a lot in common because this pile is like, holy crap. I picked a different pile, but this pile resonates a lot with me. So thank you, pile number 1. If you enjoyed that, then please leave a comment. Let me know how you like it. Once again, I will say that you can tip to this channel, although it's not expected. And that if you would like to, the information for that is left below. But yeah, I love you guys. Let me know how that resonated for you. Okay, pile number 2 gone. Queen of Cups. Okay, so they see themselves. Cups. She forgot her existence. Just have my focus. I just have this. I drink alcohol and I have Christmas and I dream each night of some version of you I did not have. Angels, spirit guides, please bless pile number 2. Please clear out the energy of pile number 1. Help me to tap into the energy of pile number 2. I thank you, Spirit, for this reading. I thank you for those who have come to watch today, Spirit. I just ask that you help me deliver the message that is for them, Spirit. And I ask that you bless and protect them. So let it be. All right, pile number 2. If you chose this stunning blue kyanite, then this is your pile. Pile number 2, the blue kyanite. First of all, this is the pile that I chose for myself. So I already resonate so deeply with your pile, and this energy is just chef's kiss. We are kindred spirits. All the other piles are beautiful. I actually resonated a lot with all of them. But this pile specifically is the one that I chose for myself. So if you find yourself resonating with this pile, then we should be friends. Okay, so pile number 2, blue kyanite, is all about, it aids in spirituality. It helps it helps if when meditating with the stone, it's good to open up your throat chakra. It helps with self-expression. It cuts through your fear and your anxiety too. I love blue kyanite. I have a smaller blue kyanite piece that I meditate with often. Blue kyanite is one of my favorite stones. So if you are feeling drawn to this blue kyanite stone, you might have recently been almost at an energetic standstill when it comes to your self-expression. There might be something that you've been feeling you need to express to somebody, or maybe it's even on like social media or something that you have a message that you want to get out, but a fear is blocking you. You might have been feeling, I'm getting feelings of rejection. I'm getting a fear of like being seen for your true self and then not being accepted for it. But Spirit is calling you to be your most authentic self and be vulnerable, be open, and work on your self-expression. If that resonates, then this is your pile. All right. Little blue kyanite pieces are now all over this like glitter. So you might be somebody who really likes glitter. Or you might have recently had like glitter explode in your house or something, like, and let that just be extra confirmation for you. I'm getting a little bit of a throat chakra thing, so you're really needing or wanting to speak up. Okay, so let's jump into your reading, pile number 2. So, how does God see you? This is your true self, your real divine nature, who God made you to be in this lifetime. Whether you believe it or not, this is who you are, okay? This is like who you are. And we'll get into how you see yourself in a moment, but this is how God sees you. This is why you're incarnated in this lifetime, like who God sees you to be. Baby, you got the unicorn, okay? You've got the swan, okay? And you've got the sea turtle, okay? I just heard nobody sticks baby in a corner, okay? So you might enjoy the movie Dirty Dancing, but I really feel like God sees you as baby. You are baby. Like nobody fucks with you. You are so divinely protected. You have a huge divine purpose in this lifetime. You are meant to do very big things. And I see you with the unicorn, that like you are like a star seed, like alien-esque sort of energy, that you are a healer. You are one of God's chosen ones. You are you were put in this lifetime with the sole purpose of like awakening the collective. Like my brain is going like 1,000 miles a minute. You might be somebody who is clairaudient because I'm hearing a lot of words. You might possess a lot of the clairs, like because this is deeply psychic energy that I'm getting here. So you might be a tarot reader or a psychic yourself. You don't have to be. But Spirit, with the unicorn, okay, let's just reel it in, Sam. You might also have it like ADHD because my brain is like right now. So, okay, unicorn, infinite possibilities. You are a sovereign of the seen and unseen worlds. That's what I was saying with psychic. You are highly tapped into the divine. It's almost like you can be like, ring, ring, hey God, what's up? Like, it's like you got God on speed dial. He has you in his favorites. Like, you are connected with Spirit. You and Jesus are homies if you're Christian, you know, like, and you don't have to be Christian. I'm not Christian, you know, I'm agnostic, but I'm just like, honey, you and God, you and the divine, you and Spirit, like you are deeply connected. You might be like a witch, and if so, like all of your deities are like, that is baby. Like, don't fuck with baby. Like, you might be somebody who doesn't even have to do like a lot of like protective like work, because it's like spirit will like go to war for you regardless. Like, spirit adores you. Like, you are baby is what I get from spirit. It's so funny. They're like really wanting me to, it's like you see all this like glitter from the blue kyanite like all over the table. It's like God sprinkled a little like magic pixie dust like in your essence when he made you. It's like when God made you, he's like, yeah, love and kindness and this, and boom, bitch, magic. Like, you're favored, baby. You're blessed and highly favored. Whether you believe that or not, that is who you are. So it says, you are the sovereign of the seen and unseen worlds. You got a direct connection to the unseen. You are psychic. Whether you know it or not, you are. Okay? The magic of love surrounds you. You understand that God is love, and that love dwells within you, that you are such a loving and warm and kind and compassionate human, and that's why you are baby. Like, you have such a pure, sweet, childlike innocence about you. That's why you are baby. Beauty transforms you. I also think you're really pretty. Like, even if you're a man, like they, them, she, her, him, his, they, them, it doesn't matter. You are pretty. It's almost like you have pretty privilege. I hate to say it that way, but like, you're a unicorn, honey. I feel like anybody who's, and you might tell yourself, oh no, I'm not pretty, or blah, 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 blah. Liar. I'm willing to put money on that you're beautiful. Like, and I think it's like true. I think on the outside you're pretty too, because nobody sees a unicorn and goes, oh, that's an ugly horse. Like, no. But I feel like it's more about like your aura just like screams just like divine light. It's almost like people see you in an angelic light presence. People probably has said to you before, or said about you, that you're like an earth angel. Listen to the spirits of light. Yeah, like, you're divinely guided by, oh my God. Abandon the darkness, go beyond the ordinary, and become the legendary. Yeah, like, fucking A. I am honored to know you. I'm honored to have you in the collective. You're somebody who spirit protects you of dark energies, like evil eye, hexes, people with ill will towards you, but also I feel like you have this divine light within you, and you're protective of that too. I feel like you might be somebody who's a little uncomfortable in low vibrational places. I have nothing against like going clubbing and going dancing and stuff like that. I love dancing. So like occasionally I'll go out. But you might be somebody who's like uncomfortable around like places like that, because there's a lot of low vibe energies there. There's people spiking each other's drinks and like casual hookups and stuff. And I'm not talking about purity culture, okay, baby? Like, we're not about that on this channel. But like, if people have ill intentions, it's almost like you pick up on it and you're like immediately uncomfortable, like, because you have such a pure light about you. Okay, with the swan grace, it says, who glides across the waters of my soul, bring me your wisdom and light. Once again, wisdom and light. Holy shit. Help me transform into elegance and grace. Inspire me with dignity and the spirit of beauty. Your beauty inspires others. Like, the purity of your spirit, like a swan is so white and crisp and beautiful and gentle and graceful. It's like the very essence of who you are inspires other people to grow. Like, you might be somebody, you are somebody whom, when you come into contact with others, their life is forever changed. So you might have had people come in and out of your life a lot, and it might have hurt you a lot. That like, it's like you've always been somebody that helps other people up level, and help other people see their best. I feel like you're such a pure and loving person that you see the best in others, and that you help others like find their light, their joy, their purpose. And it's almost like people move in and out of your energy, and it's almost like people feel like they can't fully grasp you, like you're like an apparition, or like you almost have this like pixie-like whimsical energy about you, where people feel like you're almost out of reach. But people might use you a lot, but I don't think it's intentional. I feel like people see your sweet. I feel like people who have left your life would still describe you as one of the best people they've ever met. I feel like your energy is so pure. If somebody else was talking negatively about you, people who have met you, whether it's an ex-lover, whether it's whoever, would go to bat for you, because they're like, no, you're not talking about them, that's baby. Like, you just have this chef's kiss energy and a lot of beauty, a lot of grace. You could also be like a dancer or be naturally quite graceful. You could also be a Gemini rising. I don't know why that's coming out, but Gemini risings tend to have this like ballerina, like pixie-like appearance to them. And I am seeing somebody, you don't have to be a Gemini rising, but I'm seeing somebody with almost like an elven or like a fae-like appearance, like high cheekbones, very big, pretty, like doe eyes, like a little button nose, or like a little nose that kind of curves up a little bit, maybe even a pointed ear. Like I'm seeing like this pixie-like, or even almost like an androgynous, like angelic-like appearance also. Somebody who might look, you either look either kind of fae or alien, but like in a really, really beautiful way. Like your appearance is almost like art. With the sea turtle protection, you are a master of finding life's flow. I feel like you naturally just kind of float about. I said that earlier. Be in harmony with the rhythm and your path will unfold. Persevere and you will succeed. You have everything you need to be protected and happy. I feel like you're naturally quite a joyous person. I feel like God's made you to be a very happy, high vibrational, beautiful energy. I feel like you're also very divinely protective, and I feel like I said earlier, you might also have to learn in this lifetime, in this incarnation, to be protective of your light. That you can't just give it out willy-nilly all the time, or people are just gonna like slurp it up like good soup, you know? Like you have to protect this. Like if this is resonating for you, I want to wrap you up in a blanket and coddle you. You are a baby. Like I want to protect you. Like you are my little baby. Yes. Let mommy Sam hold you. Like I know that's so silly, but like I adore this energy. Like I feel so motherly and so protective over you. Okay, so now let's talk about how you see yourself. You see yourself as the Queen of Cups. So you recognize that you are a very loving and caring and giving person. You might also see yourself as like the mother of your friend group. You might also naturally have a lot of maternal instincts. The Queen of Cups is somebody that I see very good with children. A great wife, but this is not gender specific, okay? But also this is somebody who's good with kids, a good wife or husband. This is somebody with a lot of love to give, great with animals. You might be really drawn to animals. I was getting that earlier. Animals might also naturally be drawn to you. This is empathic, very loving, very sweet energy, very pure. This is such pure energy. But yeah, you see yourself as, okay, let me see. Queen of Cups, protection, okay. So you might resonate with being divinely protected. Intuitive, so you might see yourself as being deeply intuitive or connected to spirit. I don't know how you couldn't be, because I went on that long rant about like, hey, ring, ring, hey God, I'm on your favorites. Like, so you might not see that about yourself, but you know that you are connected to spirit. unconscious emotions and creativity. So you might see yourself as very creative. You might resonate with being like an artist or having that very creative, like right-brained side. Unconscious emotions. You might be somebody who is very emotionally intelligent and good at reading other people's emotions. You might be somebody where, like, if you step into a room and other people have like on their poker face, like you see through it, like you see into the soul of others, and you recognize that about yourself. You know that about yourself. You might identify as psychic. So how does your friends and your family see you? Baby, you've got the Queen of Pentacles. They see you as like as a partner, as stable, as home. I feel like your energy feels like coming home. The people who know you intimately, your friends and your family, they see you as such a grounded, stable, nurturing, loving person. Your friends could also even see you as like wifey hubby material. Like they could see you as like, yeah, they're marriage material. Like there's somebody that you like settle down with. But I'm hearing that song, feels like home to me, feels like home to me. Now I'm hearing Home by Edward Sharpe and the Magnetic Zeros. Home, let me go home. Home is wherever I'm with you. Home. Yeah, you feel like home to your friends and family. You exude like Venusian energy to me. So you might be somebody who their home is very like aesthetically pleasing, very warm and welcoming. You might be somebody who, like, the moment your friends or your family come over, you offer them a drink, you offer them a warm meal, you give them like a fuzzy blanket. You're very cuddly, you're very warm, you're very nurturing. I'm getting very motherly energy from you, even if you identify as a they, them, or a man. I'm getting like, if you are a man, I'm seeing you in very feminine energy, and that is a compliment. God, I'm in love. Like, I'd marry you. Like, hi, I'm pansexual. Marry me. You want a ring? Marry me, please. Like, oh my God. Like, I adore you. Okay. So, how are you seen by the general public? This could be your social media. This could also be like people who don't know you personally, but they like know of you. Like, what is your like reputation, like widely known? Like, how are you seen? Maybe you have the freaking 10 of Cups. Like, baby, the 10 of Cups. People see you as emotional security. They see you as marriage material. They see you as almost like the one. They see you as so stable, so loving, so warm, emotional fulfillment. People see you as somebody they could go home to. People see you as somebody who also has their life pretty well together. And even if you don't see yourself that way, even if you're like, baby, my life's a mess. Like, I'm a hot fucking mess. Like, I don't got money. I don't got it all put together. I haven't found the one, you know, like, oh, these people see me as like, you know, like marriage material. Why am I single then? You know, like, but no, people see you in this just, I'm getting in awe. I'm getting people see you almost as angelic. And I don't want to say perfect, because nobody's perfect, but there might be somebody who project that onto you, who see you through rose-colored glasses. They see you as like, oh, if I could be with my pile number 2, then I would be emotionally fulfilled. And I was getting that earlier where you had this light and people almost want to slurp it up, like good soup. Like, your energy is just yummy. It's sweet like honey. And people think that if they were to be with you, that it would bring them emotional satisfaction. People also could see you as a very good parent. If you are a parent, people think that you're just an amazing parent. If you're not a parent, people see you as somebody who would make a good parent if they ever chose to have children. People see you as warm and nurturing and loving. People see you as just happiness and contentment. Like, it's beautiful. It's beautiful the way you're perceived. Your reputation is great. It's fantastic. As a whole, the big picture, it's beautiful. Okay, so how do your enemies see you? Okay? Can't all be positive, okay? How do your enemies see you? But this isn't super bad, okay? How do your enemies see you? Your enemies see you as the Four of Pentacles. And what this card literally means is stability. So they do see you as stable, just like everybody else is seeing you as very stable, very grounded, very somebody you can rely on. They see you also as stable, okay? They see you as in control of your life, but on a not so happy note, they could see you as controlling. They could see you as, oh, this bitch thinks she knows best. And it could be that you are a very loving, very giving, very generous person, very motherly. So your enemies might see you as like kind of bossy or controlling, or like, oh, she thinks she knows what's best for me. And it could be because you do know what's best for them, but they're not ready to receive that. You know what I mean? Influence. They see you as highly influential. They see that other people like you. They see that you have an influence on others. They see that, like if you're a woman and your enemy is another woman, they are very jealous of you. They see that you have an influence on others. They see that your energy is contagious. They see that other people like you. They see that you have your shit together, that you're stable, that you're grounded. They could also see you as a little guarded and a little selfish. And this doesn't have to be true. This is just how other people see you. See how she's kind of clinging to her pentacle and she's kind of like squatted down and protective? Like I said, you might have had to learn to guard that light of yours. So some people might see you as kind of controlling or a little guarded or a little, you know, whatever. She also kind of has her back turned, so they could see you as a little sneaky. That's not the true meaning of that card, but I am kind of getting that energy. But even your enemies see you as stable, as in control of your life, as other people liking you. But I am getting a lot of jealousy. They could see you as a little bit greedy or a little bit guarded. Yeah, maybe a little bit controlling. I'm getting controlling the most out of all of this. Okay, so think of a specific person. This could be a love interest. This could be your best friend. This could be your mom. I don't give a shit. Your boss, for all I care. Think of a specific person. This next card is going to be about how that specific person sees you. So what is your energetic blueprint to this specific person on your mind? That is showing up as the Two of Swords. Okay? So first things first, this person sees you as guarded, as possibly a little bit emotionally unavailable or closed off, but they see you going with inside yourself and being very intuitive. They see you as self-reflective. They see you as I'm getting closed off. They feel like they don't have access to you. So this person might see you how everybody else sees you and sees your light and sees your beauty and sees, like, you can't ignore this energy. Like, you can't. Like, this is in your face energy. Like, but I almost see somebody like through like pained glass, like looking in. This person feels like they're on the outside, like they don't have access to you. But they see that you are currently in a state of self-reflection and looking in, and maybe in terms of whatever this connection is, that you are in a state of reflection and going within and like learning from this situation, this person. They see you as highly intuitive, possibly psychic, which you are. They see you as somebody who's compromising. They don't see you as like super stubborn or like, they don't see you like maybe a little bit emotionally closed off to them, but they don't see you as an emotionally closed off person. They see you as compromising. They see you as somebody who is willing to try to see somebody else's perspective, and they might see you as currently trying to get some alone time and get like a step away for a minute, get some space for them, trying to see the other side of things. They also see you in a state of like stalemate or indecision. So this person sees you as not knowing what you want. If this is a romantic thing, this person sees that maybe you haven't quite made up your decision about them, like whether or not you want to be in a relationship with them. I see this, okay, so these two swords right here, I see this as like two truths, like their truth and your truth, and it's almost like you're weighing the two sides of this situation and going with it and going, okay, God, there's two sides to every story. There's their side of the story, my side of the story, and then the truth. Help me to see the truth. They see you as somebody whom you might have temporary moments of like projection, but you are somebody who always seeks out higher knowledge. They see you as emotionally very mature. I love this energy. I love you. If this reading resonated with you, pile number 2, hi, be my friend, please marry me for the love of God. I adore you. The marry me is a joke, but you know, like, oh, I adore you. Spirit, angels, high vibrational ancestors only. Because of my Caucasian descent, some of y'all, I don't fuck with y'all. But spirit, angels, God, the divine, please assist in the reading. Come to clear out the energy of the previous piles. I speak blessings over my pile number 3s. I ask that you help me deliver a message that will help aid in their self-reflection and shadow work and healing. Thank you for bringing them to me and to this reading. All right, pile number 3. If you chose this stunning, and I mean stunning, Labradorite stone, then this is your reading on your energetic signature. I love Labradorite. It is one of my all-time favorite stones. I wear this Labradorite bracelet almost every day. I adore Labradorite. So, Labradorite is a stone that is used for like helping aid with intuition and psychic abilities. It also helps with mental health. I'm somebody who struggles with mental health, so I feel like that's why I'm drawn to the stone so much. It helps kind of cut through the bullshit and for you to see clearly. It also helps aid in transformation, and this stone is connected to the third eye and psychic abilities. So if you found yourself drawn to this gorgeous Labradorite stone, it might be because your brain is a little fogged up at the moment, and you know that you need a little bit more mental clarity, and you need to kind of cut through the bullshit and get the higher truth. You might also resonate as somebody who is psychic, but whose psychic gifts have been a little cloudy as of recently. If that resonates, then this is your pile. All right, so how does God see you? What is your energetic signature? So you might not see yourself this way, but this is the truth of who you are, what you're meant to do in this lifetime, and your energetic signature in this incarnation. This is how God sees you. So this is your truth, okay? So first card that came out is the B, community. I love this. Okay? The dog, friend. I just heard, walk you like a dog, bitch, I'll bat you in your shit, okay? Wow. A black jaguar, old soul. Okay, so how does God see you? First things first, you are of the higher collective. Your community is tied into your purpose. So I do not want to say that you yourself are not important, okay? That's not what I'm saying. That is not how God sees you. But your community, those around you, you might be a leader, you might be meant to lead a community, has a high purpose. It's almost like God incarnated you in this lifetime to be a part of something outside of yourself. So your purpose in this lifetime isn't about exalting yourself. It's very humble. It's God sees you as a part of a higher collective, okay? So you are a powerful creator. Your work blesses everything you touch, okay? Be open to receiving sweetness. You are the queen of abundance. So whether you believe it or not, you are highly abundant. Your work in this lifetime is very important. Your job is part of your divine plan in this lifetime, like your actual career. So if you've been feeling called to switch your career because it doesn't feel aligned with your truth, then do it, because your career path in this lifetime is tied into your purpose, like worker bee. Your work in this lifetime is highly important. Okay, you are associated in God's mind and possibly in a community with what you do. Now, what you do and who you are separate, okay? But it's almost like what you do is a pretty accurate reflection of who you are. It's like you could be like a poet or something, and it's like your work is almost like glimpses into your soul. It's like what you do is a reflection of who you are. So if you're currently not loving your job, if it doesn't feel like you're your real self in your current job, you need to switch careers. God also sees you as the dog, a friend. God sees you as friend. That is just wow. God, you are a very friendly person. You are very kind, very pure, very loyal. You're a good boy. You know, like even if you're not a boy, you know, this is gender neutral. You could be a they, them, a she, her, you know, or a he. But I'm just a happy guy. Just a happy guy. So you might have like golden retriever-like energy. Very loyal, a genuine good friend. Pure intentions, pure heart. Today I will love without condition, unconditional loving. Wow. My energy and enthusiasm are an inspiration. I choose to be happy. I am a protector and a friend. Okay? So God sees you as a protector of others, as a very loyal and loving friend. God sees you, and other people see you in this lifetime. Like your truth is that other people see you as a friend. People see you as somebody that can be trusted. People see you as loyal. People see you as somebody who looks out for the betterment of others. People see you as like, how do I word this? Like, your morals are very high, very pure, that you love unconditionally, that you see the best in others, You might have a community around you. You might have like I'm getting like church leaders for some. I'm getting, why are you associated with community? I have a specific person that I have a inkling. This is their pile. This is the pile that they'll choose because they do watch most of my videos. So I'm trying to not be too specific to them because there is going to be more people that watch this pile than just them. But you might have a large social media following or be the head of a community. You're associated with a community. And it's for good reasons. Like if you have a large social media following, it's for very like pure reasons, okay? God also sees you as an old soul. You're somebody who's like, you have experienced many lifetimes. This is not your first rodeo. You are I really, really see you as a spiritual leader. I see you as somebody who, like a shaman or a teacher or a guru of some sort. It says, walk through life with confidence and grace. You have the power from beyond the world. Focus on what you really want. You can create your dreams. God's like, okay, you've been through many, many lifetimes, baby. This one is like the reward. What do you want? See it, believe it, make it happen. Okay? It's almost like in this incarnation, God's ready to like cash out your spiritual bank. Like all of your blessings, all of your like karmic energy throughout all your incarnations, God's like, this is the time to cash it in. You've also been through some shit. Okay? You have a lot of spiritual knowledge. You've been through some shit. Like this is somebody who walks through the shadows and isn't afraid to get their hands dirty, but not in a manipulative, gross way. It's like, maybe you're associated in some way with like charity or like ministry or like missionary work. I'm seeing somebody like go into like big cities and work with like troubled youth, or going into like very poor or even dangerous. Like you're not, holy shit. What the hell? You're somebody who's not afraid to get their hands dirty. Like you're not afraid to go into like the slumps to like retrieve. I almost see you as like retrieving souls. Have you ever seen the movie A Walk to Remember? It's Robin Williams' film. It is my favorite movie of all time. A Walk to Remember, it's like, in that movie, he went to hell to get his wife's soul and retrieve her and bring her to heaven. I see you as somebody who would endure hell for others. Now I'm seeing like a Saint Bernard, like the dog with the little barrel, and like going in a landslide and like digging through an avalanche and snow to retrieve somebody. Like it's almost like it's like you have a heroic sort of nature about you, but it's not self-serving. It's unconditional. You expect nothing in return. Holy shit, I'm getting a lot of energy for you guys. But you've been through some shit. You've seen some shit. You might also be in like, you might be like a firefighter or like a doctor or like a first responder of some sort. You could have been like a soldier. Now I'm seeing somebody who works in like a mental health facility. I'm seeing a very selfless person who's seen some shit. But it's like they've taken all those lessons and they find the silver lining. And it's almost like, I'm hearing that song by Weezer, that if you want to destroy my sweater, pull the string as I walk away. But I'm seeing it in a beautiful way, like in a high vibrational way. It's like if somebody's wrapped up, like I'm seeing somebody almost like in a straight jacket and like wrapped up in their thought and their yuck and their like their life circumstances. Like if somebody's like grew up poor and they're like wrapped up in their, I can never get out of this, I'm stuck like this, I'm shit, I grew up trash and I'm just gonna forever be trash. It's like you find the loose thread on that thing that's got them like wrapped up and trapped, and it's like you pull it and you help unravel all of that mess and untangle it for them. Wow. Your essence is honey to others. It soothes. And I was getting like, I was coughing earlier, like a sore throat. Your very essence is honey. It's soothing. It nourishes. You also give other people a voice. You might have a platform where you allow other people a voice. I'm getting like podcaster. Like maybe you have like a social media or like a podcast or something where you give other people, where you allow other people to share their story and what they've been through as well. Anyways, let's move on. That's how God sees you. That's who you are. Okay? So how do you see yourself? You see yourself as the Knight of Cups. You underestimate yourself. You almost don't see yourself the way God sees you, the way you are, okay? The Knight of Cups isn't the page, so you see yourself as a little bit mature. You don't see yourself as a baby, but the Knight of Cups is still like a little bit emotionally immature. So you see yourself as somebody who's very loving, who's going to chase after others, who's going to like charge in, like I'm getting a savior complex a little bit, okay? So you see yourself as like that hero, that knight, right? But you also, you're not seeing yourself as like the King of Cups. You're seeing yourself as somebody who's still got some lessons to learn, that still has the hero's journey to go down, who's still, you see yourself almost in process. Advancement, fulfillment, inspiration, and healing. So you see yourself as somebody who is currently healing. You see yourself, like I said, you've been through some shit, so you might be in the process of healing, and you see that I am healing, I am learning, I am growing. You have not given up on yourself. You have not given up on love or the idea of love, but you don't see yourself currently as ready for love. But it's like you've set out on that journey and you're not afraid of it. Like you're wanting that for yourself and you're charging forward fiercely. Like you're ready to go slay some dragons. In the pursuit of love, in the pursuit of kindness and compassion and emotional maturity and fulfillment and healing. 22:12 on the clock when I said that. You have a lot of love to give, and you see that about yourself. You see that you do have a cup to offer. You see that you are kind and compassionate. You see that you... it's like you haven't given up, but you also underestimate yourself is what I'm getting. You underestimate yourself. You don't see yourself the way that God sees you. And you don't see yourself the way other people see you either, because, like, spoiler alert. Okay, so let's jump into how your friends and family see you. So your friends and family see you quite highly. They see you as the 9 of Cups. Okay, and the 9 of Cups is about happiness, satisfaction, harmony, and accomplishment. Your friends and family see that you've accomplished a lot. If you resonate with having like a large social media following or having a community around you, your friends and family recognize that as a big accomplishment. They're proud of you. They also see you as somebody who, by all means, should be happy and content with their life. They see you as a very harmonious person. They see you as somebody who who gets along well with others. I mean, you're the dog and the bee. Like, how can you not love the dog person? You know, like, they see you as a very loving, very happy, very joyous person. I'm getting a lot of childlike innocence and wonder. Just a good boy is what I'm getting. Like the goodest of boys, like tummy rubs, you know? Just a happy, happy, happy guy. Just a happy, happy, happy guy. That's what I'm getting. But yeah, they see you as somebody who, in a general sense, is quite happy with their life, quite successful, quite, and if you're not, they feel like you should be, because it's like they're so proud of you. I'm getting pride. I'm getting like, wow, I'm so proud of you. 24 on the clock when I said that. So you might not be proud of yourself. You might see yourself still in process, still on this hero's journey, but those who know you intimately are highly proud of you. Highly proud of you. They're like, you've accomplished so much. And they see you as a very happy person. And you might not be. You might struggle with depression because you've seen some shit. You might have PTSD. But you bring a lot of happiness and harmony to others. I see you also as somebody who brings a lot of joy to others. It's almost like your happy, glowy, beautiful energy almost acts as a counterweight to other people's yuck. It's like this goodest boy energy kind of equals out other people's. You brighten people's day. You make others see the beauty of life again. You have this new, fresh, childlike sense of wonder about you, and you make others, it's like you don't give up on others, and they see that you haven't given up on yourself, and it inspires other people. It inspires other people to live a happy and harmonious life. You inspire other people to want to seek better for themselves. Wow. So how are you seen on social media? Ironically, because I got like a large social media following and stuff, you're seen as the hermit. So you might have recently deleted your social media. You might have stepped away from social media or taken a break from social media. But if you've never had a social media, then you are associated with a group and a community in some way, like your hometown or your church or whatever loves you, okay? But the general public sees you as somebody who is currently taking some time for themselves, as somebody who has stepped back a little bit, somebody who has gone hermit, gone incognito, flying under the radar. People might be wondering, what's next? What's happening with you? What's going on in your life? People might be asking about you. Like, hey, have you heard from so-and-so or heard about so-and-so? People might actually, like, literally ask your friends and family, hey, what's going on with Bob? I haven't heard from him in a while, you know? Or, like, if you did at one point have a very large social media following, people are asking, are you coming back? What's going on? Like, what are they up to? Like, are they alone? Are they dating somebody? Are they working on a project? People also know that you're taking time to self-reflect, because the Hermit card isn't just about like being by yourself. It's being by yourself to look within so that you can grow. It's like taking everything that you've learned and turning it into something. So people could also see you as somebody who went on all these adventures, did all these things, because the Knight of Cups is also a very adventurous person. So somebody who's very loving, done all these great things, accomplished a lot, and now is taking some time to self-reflect, taking some time to heal. But people might also like be guessing that you're gonna come back. I'm getting comeback energy. I'm getting like in a different pile, it wasn't this pile, but in a different pile there was a bear energy, and I was getting hibernation. I'm getting with this person, people might think that you're hibernating and that you're gonna like come back, and they're wondering what your comeback's gonna look like, because these people believe in you. It's beautiful. They also see you as very wise, very wise. The Hermit is very, very wise. It's like the Gandalf, you know, like, people see you as very, very wise, very intuitive, very psychic, a lot of higher knowledge. Okay, how do your enemies see you? Trigger warning. Your enemies see you as running from your problems. They see you as somebody who's a little bit immature. They see you as, okay, so this is running from problems, betrayal, escape, deception, or irresponsibility. So there could be some people out there, and this doesn't mean that this is true because all of this other stuff was very good, right? There could be some people that think that like all of this that I said before is a front, that it's like it's deception, that it's a facade. There could be some people that feel like you've betrayed them in some way, that you've used and abused them. There could be people that feel betrayed by this hermit energy. They're angry with you for taking time for yourself. There's people that see you as like abandoning ship, that like you've just like selfishly just like collected all your swords, all your higher knowledge, all of your truth, and now you're just running away. This doesn't mean that this is true, but this is how you're being perceived at this time by your enemies. We don't give a fuck what they think, okay? But that's how they're seeing you. A little bit emotionally immature, a little bit selfish. They feel betrayed by you. They feel backstabbed by you. To identify these people, this young man in this card is like sneaking away from a camp. Your enemies would be people who've set up camp in your energy. People who've grown complacent and they've like stuck their territory because there's like a little tent with a little flag, like this is mine, okay? Your enemies are people who've staked claim on you, who've stuck their flag in what you've created, your community, your accomplishments, and who you are. This could be I'm getting a lover, like a karmic ex or something, feels abandoned or betrayed by you, and now they're kind of hating because they feel like you just abandoned them. They feel like you betrayed them, like you set up home, but the home was temporary because, I mean, it's a tent. Tents are for short time, not forever. And they feel like you just used and abused them and left them defenseless, because you see how this young man is like walking away with all the swords, all the weapons, and they're like, you didn't even leave me with a weapon, a way to defend myself. So there could be somebody whom feels like you made a temporary home with them, and now you're kind of selfishly sneaking off and left them defenseless. Now, it's not your job to take care of others. It's not your job to be the constant defender for others, but because you're showing up as the dog person and a protector and a defender of others, this person could have become very dependent on you and felt like it was your job. They might have almost been treating you like a lap dog, like their guard dog, their person. Like you look out for them, and that it's your job to defend them, but it's not. It's their job to defend them. So I don't want you to take this energy on, but this is how you are being perceived by an enemy. I want to stress that. If that resonated with you, like building a temporary home and then abandoning somebody, blah, 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 this person is an enemy. So don't take on the guilt. They never had your intention, your highest good at heart. They were looking out for self, for themselves. Okay? Now let's get out of that energy, because that's just gross. I don't even want to look at that anymore. Okay? Think of a specific person on your mind. It could be a best friend, it could be a coworker, it could be your boss, it could be a love interest. Think of a specific person. Now we're going to look into how the specific person on your mind perceives you. What's your energetic signature to that person? Baby, you got the world. This person thinks of you 33:33 on the clock. This person thinks of you as the one. They almost see you as perfect, but I'm hearing that song, is it by Ron Pope? I don't remember who sings it, but it's Perfect for Me. It says, I know you too well to think, how does the song go? I know you too well to think that you're perfect, but darling, you're perfect for me. This person knows that you have flaws. They're not stupid. But it's like, if this person wrote a letter to God and asked them for their perfect person, it's like you were an answered prayer. Like, they think the world of you. Now, if this isn't a love interest that you're inquiring about this, if this is like a parent or a coworker or a boss, this person thinks of you like as a gift from God. They think so highly of you. They also are seeing you with travel energy. So you might be somebody who travels a lot. I did mention that a little bit with this card. So you might be somebody who travels, and this person associates you with travel. They also see you almost as like a collector of things, of like energy and experiences. This person sees you as like I just see somebody stamping a passport, but like it's like experiences. Like, you have a lot of stories to tell, and this person could sit there and listen to you talk about your life and your experiences and how you perceive the world for hours. Completion, satisfaction, travel, fulfillment, the one. Okay, this person sees you as fulfilled. They see you as satisfied with your life. No, that may not be true, but that's how they see you. They see you as their emotional satisfaction. They perceive that, like, if with you in their life is better. This person might also feel like you're their other half with the completion. They might think that, like, the parts in them that they feel like they lack in, you are like their counterweight in some way. Like, you're alike in all the ways that matter, and you're different in all the ways that complement each other. They see you as very complementary to them, that you complete them in some way. Like, if you feel you're a little emotionally immature, this might be a very emotionally mature person, but this person might not be as successful as you. So they see you as somebody who is very successful and could teach them the ways of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this person sees you as completing them in some way, which is a little unhealthy, but like, I see it in a very pure intention sort of way. This person sees you as very open. This shows a woman with her chest exposed. So they see you as somebody who shares a lot of their heart, who's very giving, very open, very loving, very kind, very vulnerable. I don't know why I'm getting a Harry Potter and the Sorting Hat. You might be, I don't know why I'm getting this, but this might be a message for just one person. You might be somebody who categorizes people and things and experiences in, like, compartmentalizes. You might be good at compartmentalizing. Like, oh, you belong in Slytherin, you belong in Ravenclaw, and this person sees that about you. Like, you're good at, like, analyzing people. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I'm getting that. Because I guess, because there's like there's this, and then this kind of reminded me of like Gryffindor and then Ravenclaw. But like, they might see you as somebody who compartmentalizes a lot. But is good at compartmentalizing. But yeah, this person sees you in a very, very, very highlight. Very highlight. Okay? So thank you, pile number 3. If that resonated, go ahead and leave a comment below. Let me know how it resonated. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, I am open at this time. So the link for that is in the drop box below. If you'd like to leave a tip, although I do not require it or expect it in any way, the link for my Venmo is also in the drop box below. If not, then I'll see you in the next one. Love you guys. Bye. Angels, spirit guides, God the divine, spiritual team, I come to you and I ask that you help me clear out the energy of the previous piles. Help usher in the energy of the 4th and final pile. Spirit, help me to deliver the message that they need. Spirit, help me deliver a message that is of truth. Clear out any old lingering energy. I speak blessings over my pile number 4, Spirit. I speak blessings over my pile number 4 and protection, Spirit. I speak protection over my pile number 4. Please protect them. All right, pile number 4. If you chose this gorgeous black tourmaline crystal with the mica inclusions, then this is your pile. Pile number 4, black tourmaline. First things first, a little energy check-in. Black tourmaline is used for protection and soaking up negative energy, okay? You may have been feeling drawn to this stone because you've been feeling a little down and out lately, because I'm getting psychic attacks. I'm not gonna lie, I was praying before your pile to protect you and to shield you. I'm getting psychic attacks, and I don't mean to fearmonger. I don't mean to make you afraid. There's no need to be afraid. You are divinely protected. But jumping into your energy, you have a beautiful divine purpose, and I feel like because of that divine purpose that some people are sending you psychic attacks and negative energy. So I'm feeling called to tell you to buy some black tourmaline and place it at the 4 corners of your house. Also, you may want to sprinkle a little bit of salt around the perimeters of your house. You may want to do an egg cleansing or Epsom salt baths. If you identify as a witch, you might want to up your protection game. But at the very least, Spirit is calling you to cleanse. It can be as simple as taking an Epsom salt bath and asking Spirit to wash all the yucky energy off of you and take that shit down the drain and into the sewer where it goes, okay? Or you can get a little egg, rub it all over your body and be like, oh yeah, soak up all that yucky energy, and then, you know, crack that shit in the dirt and be like, ugh. Or you can crack it in a glass with some water, but make sure you don't look overhead, look from the side, and then you can see if you have any evil eye or any low vibrational energy like psychic attacks sent to you, and you can pour some like hot sauce, some cayenne pepper, some spicy shit on top of it until it like gets rid of all the bubbles and stuff, and then you just dump that shit down the toilet and say, take that shit somewhere else because I don't play. But do return to senders. Do this is literally vibrating in my hand right now. Do return to senders. I'm hearing for you to specifically buy black tourmaline and place it at the 4 corners of your house. if this does not resonate with you, this may not be your pile. And I don't mean to fearmonger. None of the other piles gave me this energy. It could be as simple as you've been feeling a little down and out and like yucky and struggling with like depression or something, and you were drawn to this stone because it soaks up negative energy. It doesn't have to be a psychic attack, but I was feeling for some to tell you that you need to protect yourself. Also, this is black tourmaline with mica inclusions. You might be somebody who's experienced a lot of hardship and a lot of like school of hard knocks, but even through like psychic attacks, even through hardship, even through depression, even through like crap and muck, it's like you can't help but shine through it with the mica inclusions. It's like you can't help but have a little sparkle to you, to have like this beautiful divine light about you. And that might be why people are coming after you, because they don't like your light. And I say to them, fuck them. Okay? So that being said, if that resonates and this is your pile, let's jump into the way God sees you. What is your energetic signature? Now, this might not resonate with how you see yourself, but this is how God sees yourself. This is the truth of who you are and what you're meant to do in this carnation, this lifetime. Okay? So, you've got the lizard, regeneration, love it. That's one of my primary spirit guides. You've got the pronghorn, action. Okay? And you've got the raven, shaman. This is my primary spirit guide. Okay? Also, just as a side message, and I apologize for not concentrating on you too hard, but as a side message, Hecate might be calling out to you. If you're a regular to my channel, and the last couple tarot pick a cards, Hecate was calling out to somebody, so third time's the charm. If you haven't received that message yet, she's, again, this is the only pile where she's come out, but that might just be for one person, but that might be a side message for somebody. Okay. Okay, baby, you have been through some shit. You've been knocked down, you've been attacked, you have been through a lot. You've been through the school of hard knocks, but you have this beautiful divine way of shedding old skin and rebirth. You might have watched multiple piles. I believe it was pile number 1, but I could be wrong. Let me look. Yeah, pile number 1. You may have been coming from pile number 1 with the death card, because with this lizard regeneration card, I'm getting a very similar message. You are somebody who is constantly transforming themselves, constantly reinventing themselves, constantly growing and learning and evolving. And you are definitely a part of my collective, because my channel is not your average glow up. It's about being in a constant ebb and flow and growing through life as we learn. That is the whole point of my channel, is to teach you to learn along this journey and how to take your life experiences and gobble them up in lessons, okay? You are a master at that. Like, you are a very old soul, okay? Says, as a survivor, you are unparalleled. No matter what happens, you can adapt. I literally just saw a lizard trying to be grabbed, and it dropped its tail, and the tail's like flapping around on the floor, and it's darting. Like, baby, you've been through some shit. You might have been used and abused. You might be a survivor of stuff. I don't want to have this video flagged. My video's been getting flagged a lot lately, so I'm trying to not cuss as much. I'm trying to, not use trigger words and stuff like that, but you're a survivor, and I'm proud of you. I want to emphasize that I am highly proud of you. I am honored to have you in my collective, and God is very, very proud of you. Very proud of you. And God protects you with the stone as well. I'm getting a message that you are highly favored. Highly favored. And that's why you've been able to overcome so much hardship. That's why you've been able to constantly grow and evolve, is because, like, even though God has allowed for those difficult experiences to happen in your life, you were never left alone. In that you were protected through it all. And it might not have felt that at the time. And I'm not invalidating your experience or saying that you deserved it or that it was God's will or anything like that. Sometimes bad shit happens just because bad shit happens. I'm not one to be like, oh, it was part of the plan and blah, 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 blah. No, fuck that. You didn't deserve some of the things that you've been through. You did not deserve some of the things that you've been through. Embrace your transformation. Put on a new cloak. You are a master of regeneration. God is really proud of you. Really, really proud of you. For constantly growing, for shedding old skin, old cloaks that you once wore, old ways of that. Your identity might have in the past been wrapped up in your experiences and what you've been through. You might have taken some of those hard life experiences and at one point in time felt like that was a part of who you are, and now you've shed that skin and you realize that that is separate from you and that it's an old way of thinking, and you've left that behind, and God is really proud of you for that. Pronghorn action. Now is a time to act. Opportunities are here. Your talents will always help you land on the pinnacle. Your quick wit and keen sense will lead you to success. You are hella fucking smart. Hella smart. I love it. I'm a little bit of the sapiosexual. I'm attracted to wits. I love a good witty banter. So you're really smart. You're action oriented. I am getting fire sign energy. You don't have to be a fire sign, but I'm getting fire sign energy in this reading. God has a purpose for you to take action in life. You are not meant to live a still, calm, quiet life. You're meant to be a little bit of a busybody. You're meant to be in motion. Your life is about being in motion. It's about taking action. You are somebody who creates a lot of opportunities for themselves through their life experiences and applying what they've learned. You create new opportunity for yourself, and then you take those leaps of faith. I think that's beautiful. You also got the Raven Shaman energy. It's my favorite card, and ravens are my primary spirit guide. They come to me in dreams all the time, and I actually see them behind my house a lot. You are the creator and the magician. Use your gifts for good. I'm seeing that you are very, 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 very psychically gifted. You might identify as a witch. You don't have to, but you are psychic, whether you believe it or not. You are. You have a lot of spiritual gifting, whether it's dream interpretation, where it's claircognizance, clairaudience, clairvoyance, all of the clairs. There is power in your wisdom and your words. You are somebody whom God has gifted you with the gift of gab. You might have like an air moon or an air Mercury, because air signs tend to be very gifted and influential and quick-witted speakers and thinkers. You don't have to be, but there's power in your wisdoms and words. When you speak, people listen to you. And it is one of your divine giftings is your ability to articulate people's thoughts and your experiences and what you've been through in an easily digestible way. You might be somebody who's really good with like metaphors. I'm getting Gemini energy. I'm a Gemini. I'm getting Mercurial energy, so it doesn't have to be Gemini. But you might be somebody who transmutes life experiences. And like if you read a book and you're like trying to sum it up, you sum it up in like a very easy, like this is travel for dummies, this is like, you can like talk about quantum physics in a way where you can teach quantum physics to like a toddler, because you're so incredibly intelligent and you have the gift of gab. You are a very influential speaker, and people listen to you, people learn from you, people want to hear what you have to say. There's power in your wisdom and your words. Connect with the elemental spirits and glide through the void. Claim your place, the keeper of mysteries. You might also be quite mysterious. You might be guarded. People might always feel like there's more they want to know about you. You might be somebody whom I'm getting almost like scorpionic energy now. I didn't get a lot of astrological signs in any of my other piles, but I'm almost getting like a Scorpio stare, where people want to get to know you. You're very sexy, oh my God. You might also be somebody who's very good at keeping your friends' secrets. You might have also, I'm getting now Dollhouse by what's her name? Everybody thinks we're perfect. Melanie Martinez. Please don't let them look behind the curtain or whatever. You might be somebody who's kept a lot of secrets for your family or your friends. You could be quite secretive yourself. But also you're the keeper of divine secrets. I feel like you are very psychic. You might be a tarot reader. You might be somebody who, you've got a lot to teach others, and people want to listen to you, but you might not always naturally be the most willing to teach. So that's how God sees you. That's who you are, okay? How do you see yourself? You're showing up as the Six of Pentacles, okay? The Six of Pentacles is generosity, it's charity, it's empathy, and it's kindness. So you see yourself as a very generous person, as a very charitable person. You see yourself as somebody who gives to others. You see yourself also as quite a balanced person. I think you have a very holistic view of yourself as well, because I'm seeing this as like these two beggars, and then this person giving from a place of like, what's the word? Privilege. So I feel like at one point in your life, you might have been somebody who needed the handout. You might have been the person who was like the beggar. And now you see yourself as having, you might not be rich or be famous or anything like that, but I think you see yourself now as privileged, as a place where you can give. I think you're grateful for where you're at. I think you're humble. I think you're humble. I think that you realize that you could easily not be humble, that you could get caught up in where you're at now. But I feel like I'm hearing like Jenny from the block. I'm still Jenny from the block. Used to have a little, now I have a lot. So I feel like you might have grew up poor, or you might have been through some hard shit, and now it's like you're at a place where you can give to others and you're willing to do that. It's like you're happy to do that. It's very sweet. It's very sweet. But be careful of this energy, because when you're in that like that hero place, like the savior complex can be dangerous, because in order to have somebody to save, there always has to be somebody beneath you. And make sure you're not intentionally seeing people as beneath you and like being like, oh, your worth is not tied in with what you can give to others. And I feel like you might sometimes fall into that trap of feeling like, oh, I have to give, I have to be generous, I have to be charitable, or I'm not a good person. And that's not true. Your worth is not tied into what you can give to others. It's not what you can do. That's not, your worth is tied in with who you are, okay? So how do your friends and your family see you? This is really beautiful. Your friends and your family see you as the Two of Cups. They literally see you as companionship, as like a harmonious, beautifully balanced relationship, yin and yang energy with the Black Cup and the White Cup. A divinely guided partnership and companionship. Your friends see you as somebody that they can partner up with, as somebody that they can trust, as somebody who gives and gets equally, like a mutual love and respect and companionship. I love this. They see you as a blessing. They see you as somebody they want in their life. They think their life is better with you in it. They also see with the yin and yang, they see you, I'm getting a lot of balance. You see yourself as quite balanced, and I think other people see you as pretty balanced. Like you recognize your shadow, and but you don't operate from that. Quite beautiful. Quite beautiful. They see you as a pretty healthy person. They do. They see you, even if you struggle with like your mental health or whatever, they see you overall as a pretty healthy person, as very self-aware, a healthy person to be in a relationship with, whether that be a platonic relationship or a romantic relationship. They adore you. They love you. They want you in their life. I think that's gorgeous. Okay. So, how are you seen on social media, or like your how is your, what, fucking A, what is your public persona? So if you don't have a social media, this is how you're seen by like the generalized public, people who don't know you intimately but know of you. You're seen as the Chariot card. The Chariot card is all about action. It's all about forward momentum. It's chasing things. So people see you as somebody who's constantly growing, who's constantly evolving, who's in pursuit of something. People know that like you're not going to be stagnant in life. That they see your potential. They see you are not done yet. You're not finished yet. You haven't reached an end goal. You are in motion. You are in process. Conquest, control, victory, motion, going somewhere, growing. Yeah, people see you in motion. They see you as like you're headed somewhere, and they believe that you're going to be victorious. They believe in the direction you're going in life. They see you going in a positive direction. The general public sees that I am getting a little bit of a busybody. People might perceive that you need to take a little time to rest, that you're always go, that you're constantly moving, you're constantly working, that you're constantly doing something. So people might think that you need to take some time and rest, but they understand that you're in the pursuit of something, and I get a very positive energy from this. I believe that the generalized public or your social media followers or whatever believes in the direction you're going. They think that you're going to be victorious when you get there. So how do your enemies see you? Now, it doesn't matter how they see you, but they actually see you in a pretty good light. Ace of Pentacles. So you remember how I said that you saw yourself as kind of like charity and generosity? Your enemies see you as somebody that they can gain something from. So be mindful when giving, that your worth doesn't come from what you can give, what you can provide. 020222. 0202 might be an angel number for somebody, and then 222, and then 22, lots of twos. You might be seeing a lot of twos lately. Your worth does not come from what you can provide from people, and I want you to be mindful that you have enemies who want to gain something from you. Okay? You have enemies who sees you as somebody that they can benefit from financially. Even your enemies, though, see you as very prosperous. They see you as a new beginning. I am getting like sugar daddy, sugar mommy energy. So be mindful that some people might use you for money or status. They see that they could have a new beginning with you, that you create new opportunities for yourself, that you're constantly in motion, and that you can create a new opportunity for them. So if you are very successful in your career or something like that, people, your enemies, people who do not have your best interest at heart, might want to use you for new opportunity for them. But they see you as very abundant and very stable. Very positive energy, I'm gonna be honest. The reason they're your enemy is because they want to use you. But they don't really think anything negatively of you. They see you as an opportunity. So be mindful of that. It's good to be giving, it's good to be generous, it's good to be charitable, but be mindful that be discerning about who you give to and when you give, and that not everybody has your best interest at heart. Okay? So, lastly, I want you to think of a specific person. This could be a love interest, this could be your mom, this could be your boss, whoever, I don't give a fuck. Think of a specific person. We're gonna talk about how they perceive you. So the specific person on your mind, the first person that came to your head, sees you as the Knight of Wands. Okay. On a not so happy note, they might see you as a player or somebody who has a lot of options when it comes to love and romance. On a happy note, they see you as somebody who'd be very good in bed. They see you as very passionate, very driven. They could see you as a little bit flighty, or because you're constantly in motion and that's how you're perceived on like kind of a busybody, this person might see you as temporary. Not that they want you to be temporary, but I'm almost getting the energy that this person sees you as somebody who will move on from them in some way. So if this is a boss, they don't think that this is your forever job. They think that you're eventually gonna quit when you find a better job. If this is a love interest, they think that you're not ready to settle down, that you might have a lot of love offers, that you might be kind of in your player energy, or like they see you as incredibly attractive. If you have slept with this person, they think you were great in bed. Energetic, impulsive, passionate. Yeah, they might have think you to be a little bit impulsive, a little bit immature. I just heard quick on the mark. Now I'm hearing that song, I'm just thinking with my dick. That shit, don't. Okay, so this may not be true, but this is how this person is perceiving you. So if this is a love interest and you're interested in them and you're not in player energy and you do want commitment, you might want to communicate with this person, that you do see long-term potential, that you do want to settle down with them. But this person sees you as a really good time, but they don't see you as very stable. They're seeing you in a very different light, almost in opposition to the way your friends and family see you. Friends and family see you as somebody who is somebody they want in their life forever, somebody who is a very good companion, somebody who's a very good partner. This specific person on your mind sees you as somebody who almost they couldn't settle down with. They see you as like not ready to settle down. Almost in like bachelorette like energy. But they do see you in a positive note. They see you as very driven, very passionate, very goal oriented. They see you as somebody who is very fearless and bold and chasing after what they want in life. But they see you as somebody who is driven by their passions. Somebody whose primary motivation is what brings me happiness and fulfillment in life. What will make me happy. This person might perceive you as a touch selfish, I'm not going to lie. but they are very attracted to you. If this is a love interest, they are very, very, very attracted to you. This person would definitely sleep with you. And they do think of you as brave and bold and courageous and creative and daring. Yeah, that's it. So if you enjoyed this reading, then thank you for watching. I had so much fun doing this. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for allowing me to do this and inventing this tarot spread to do this. Friendly reminder that I will be offering this tarot spread in my private readings. So if you would like to book a personal reading with me, the link to that is below. If you would like to leave a tip, although it's never like assumed that you will read a tip. I don't require it, but if you would like to, the link to that would also be below. I love you guys. Bye.